One has to remember that before the moving picture with sound, people went to concerts in order to change their experience of time and use the music as a way of telling a story to themselves. The American Symphony Orchestra was founded to really offer great music to a wide population, to bring on the stage music that otherwise wouldn't be played. This past season, we had our sights on Arnold Schoenberg's Gurre-Lieder. Gurre-Lieder, although it carries the name Schoenberg, is one of the most accessible pieces you can imagine. It's beautiful, it has tunes. Full of passion and sound and beauty. For a conductor, the chance to do Gurre-Lieder is once in a lifetime. Given the scale, the expense. Now these are very punishing roles because the sound they have to produce is framed by a huge orchestra. Rehearsing singers is an art, and the voice is the most delicate instrument that anyone can choose to use. Gurre-Lieder is no different from any other piece. Every opera, every oratorio puts really solo singers in the spotlight. Definitely the melodic ideas are anti-Wagnerian. That's one of its charms. Right.
During the rehearsal process, for me, I need to connect with the conductor, and usually in the first rehearsal, I'm incredibly nervous. The biggest thing that goes through my head is I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess up. This is my first time singing this for him. This is my first time singing this piece.
So I'll give you the tempo. I'll give you a bar for nothing. And 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
I'm sorry. Can we not for a minute, please?
Yeah. Hey, 1, beep, pop, beat. The choral conductor has the responsibility of preparing the chorus. We were very lucky to have James Bagwell, a fantastic choral conductor.
I think when people think about Schoenberg and this piece in particular, they think huge. But in fact, he writes a lot of music that's very, very soft and achieves a lot of the drama through quiet moments. And so that's what I've been working for all day today. This is a collection of brilliant, brilliant ensemble singers. Many of these people have solo careers, so we've really got some of the best voices in New York City. Plus their musicianship is so superb that we would not be able to do a piece like this without their talent.
The great thing about having a choir is that it gives a sense of meaning to the lines, the melodies, the structure of the piece. It gives a logic to what I'm listening to, and that's helpful for everyone.
Great! That sounds like that's great.
Schoenberg essentially wrote a kind of soundtrack in Technicolor for a story, a kind of mythic story. A fantastic display of the full arsenal in harmony, melody, and orchestra of romantic music. He had a desire to show the full possibility of an orchestral ensemble. Most of us who are musicians live with the memory of performance, not a recording. It's an exceptionally wonderful thing to have the opportunity to do it because of its scale, of its vastness. So I had the feeling through the whole process that I was living out a dream.
Performing at Carnegie Hall, this piece has been an extraordinary experience. I wish I could kind of go back so I can have the experience again. I'm just really overwhelmed and grateful how wonderful it came out.
Good golly in heaven, the sound, the colors of the mezzo, all of them. You know, and then you put the acting on top of that, come running down the aisle and singing, and I mean, it was just out of control.
Just taking it all in, and I just looking at Carnegie Hall, and I'm saying, I literally am a part of this, and I'll never forget it. It's something I'll always remember.
I mean, it's great fun, right? It's like totally idiomatic, and it's like a pleasure to play.
The real pleasure I had was when I finished singing and hearing that chorus and hearing them sing about the sun while the lights were sort of drowning all over me, and I just couldn't help but have a big smile on my face. It was a really a spectacular performance.
I'm really happy to be a part of this.
I'm so grateful to be a part of it.
A piece like the Gurre-Lieder is so unique for us as singers.
This is great. Boy, I like this. This is wonderful.